Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a 20-week pregnancy update. I can't believe I'm saying it's 20 weeks already. I cannot believe that we are halfway through, or I am halfway through this pregnancy. It's madness how quick this pregnancy is actually going. Obviously the last update I posted was my 16-week update. I will link that down below. I'll link like the whole pregnancy playlist, not that there's much in it because I haven't really been that proactive. But if you want to go and watch any of the other videos, I'll link them down below. But yeah, we're halfway and quite a bit have happened in the last couple of weeks or so that I thought I would just take 10 minutes or so to update you on and let you know what's been going on. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name's Jessica, mum of one, soon to be two, to a little boy called George, and our future little baby that's coming in May. I post motherhood, lifestyle, cleaning content, and now obviously some pregnancy content as well. So if you do enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as a viewer. It's completely free to do so, but it really does help me out. And yeah, let's get on with today's video. Okay, so as I mentioned then, we are 20 weeks pregnant. So it's madness that we are halfway through this pregnancy. I haven't bought, as a lie, I've bought a couple of things, but I've hardly bought anything. I really panicked about that the baby's coming. There's obviously I've been panicking about so much else because I'm a worrier and that is just who I am. But I feel like second baby, you kind of done it all before. It's not really like I'm going to be a mum, I'm already a mum. This baby is more of a fitting into our lives rather than changing our lives in the nicest way possible. Obviously second baby is going to change our lives drastically, but I already have a little boy, so new baby is going to have to slot in somewhere to our already built up routine. So I'm sure as time goes on, I will start to organise myself a little bit more. I've got a long list of things that I need to do or want to get done by a certain point. But I will address those in a few weeks. I've got a bit of time off work at the moment, so maybe I'll look into that whilst I'm off work. But we was actually supposed to be going on holiday. Actually, on this Friday coming, we was meant to be going to Walt Disney World in America. But so much happened for whatever reason in terms of COVID, George having to wear masks and not being able to, Virgin telling us one thing and then actually being completely something different. In the end, it got so confusing and messy that we just decided to opt for a full refund, which Virgin did for us. Was a little bit of a battle getting that, but we managed to get the money back, and we've decided to just stay home, which, looking at what the figures are now with COVID and around the world, etc., is probably the better thing to do. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. But because of that, I did actually have some annual leave booked off, and I just decided to keep it because obviously I'm due to be going on maternity leave in May anyway, so I might as well use some holiday and just spend a bit of time to myself and with George that isn't crazy Christmas sort of time. It can just be normal, relaxing, spending time together, family bonding time, etc. So I'm off till the 21st January, which is really lovely. So I've got a couple of weeks to film some videos, get some bits organised for the house and baby, and we've also got a few day trips planned as well with George. So I've got a list of things here then, as always, that I want to talk about. So first off, let's talk about symptoms then that I've been having. So sickness has really eased. Nausea is still there with perhaps certain meals that I eat or smells, or if I do any strenuous tasks or if I'm tired, but I haven't actually physically been poorly at any point in the last couple of weeks, just the nausea, which is really good. Back pain. I have a lot of back pain. I think I've mentioned before, I do have a back condition which puts a bit of pressure on the nerves in my spine, and it does cause me back pain usually anyway. I think it's now being enhanced by the weight of baby, and obviously my bump, it can put a lot of pressure on your back anyway, and I'm really starting to notice a lot of lower to middle back pain. Quite like a dull ache, but the more annoying thing is that it's always there, so I seem to always be in pain. Biggest symptom that has started beginning of, so I'm 21 weeks today, so I'm sort of talking about the previous week, but it started at around 20 weeks, which is exactly the same as what happened with George, was Braxton hicks. So if you don't know what Braxton hicks are, they are basically a practice contraction. So it's like your body's way of preparing yourself to go into labour and to be able to deal with those contractions. The only way I can describe what a Braxton Hicks feels like is they come, I don't know, most people, I think they're sort of only a few times a day until it gets later on in pregnancy. I, however, always have to be a bit of a special sausage, and I've been getting them a lot more recently. So mine seem to have a little bit of a pattern to them. I have seen a doctor and my midwife because I just wanted to make sure there was nothing wrong, because they do say if it has a pattern then you should go and get checked out. So when they're bad, every 5 minutes or so, my uterus and my stomach just goes incredibly tight and gets really, really hard, so much that you can like see the shape of like the uterus through my skin. And I wouldn't say it's painful, but it is very uncomfortable, and it is noticeably, it's a bit, I'd say like, it's like a twinge. It's not like a sharp pain, but it is very uncomfortable and it isn't enjoyable, and it lasts like that, really, really tight, for about 30 seconds. And then it just relaxes again. And that's been happening, say, when they're bad, which is mainly in the evenings, every 5 minutes, about 30 seconds or so. Heat and lying down seems to help. So I've been lying down as much as I can, flat on my back, having baths, hot water bottles on my back. That does seem to help. But yeah, there's not really much you can do to stop it. As I mentioned, I have been to see a doctor. My midwife sent me up to the hospital the other day just to see the doctor and get checked out and put on the monitor and just make sure that nothing is going wrong. Really, because of my history with already having a premature baby before, they just want to make sure that I'm not going to go down the same path again, which is another reason I'm under the premature clinic anyway. But obviously, whilst in the moment of having those, it was good for the doctor to see them, and she could tell that they were tightenings, but obviously there weren't contractions. She checked my cervix. My cervix was nice and long, she said, at the moment, and it was pushed right back. So wasn't in labour at this time, which is good, because I don't feel like any babies survive at 20 weeks. So that gives a bit of peace of mind that baby is not coming soon. Tiredness, I seem to be tired all the time still. If I could lay in all day, I probably would, if it wasn't for a little boy going "mummy" as soon as he wakes up. So I'm thankful that he's there, because he is like my alarm, otherwise I feel like I would get nothing done around the house. But I am feeling very like lethargic, and like, you know, when you're so tired your like whole body aches. I just have no like energy or motivation to like want to do the housework or the cleaning. But we're in January now, it's a new year. I'm not going to make New Year's resolutions because I feel like I never stick to them, but I'm going to try and make some better choices. So just trying to be a bit more organised for me and the family, and then I think in time I will start feeling a little bit better about myself, and also happier in a bit of a more organised home as well. I would say they are pretty much all my symptoms. I was just going to touch upon like any cravings I've had. Obviously it's been Christmas, so I've kind of been indulging in everything, and still the only sort of cravings that I've been having are things that I can't have, like pate, camembert. There were so many camemberts over Christmas that I couldn't eat. There were so many blocks of pate over Christmas that I couldn't eat. And I don't know if I mentioned this before in another video, I'm really craving like a porn star martini, which is like, I don't really know what goes into it, like passion fruit and vodka. And I don't know if it's like the juice taste. I don't know whether it's like the sharpness of where the alcohol would be, which is really strange because I don't drink. Even when I'm not pregnant, I don't drink. The other day when I was at my auntie's house, I did have like an orange juice with some tonic, and that seemed to actually crave the craving a little bit. So I think it's probably like the bitterness of the alcohol that perhaps I'm craving. So bitter lemon, tonic water, that kind of thing, it's all working. So just before Christmas I had preterm clinic. Everything is still looking normal and okay at the moment. Got another appointment scheduled again for 3 weeks time. They are every 3 weeks just to keep monitoring me, and really just trying to figure out whether I'm going to go into preterm labour again or not. And I also had like my 20-week normal midwife appointment as well. Again, surprise surprise, I've got a UTI, which are really horrible, and also suffering with a bit of thrush as well, which is a bit TMI, but these sort of updates are meant to be about pregnancy and what it's really like, not just sort of like brushing it over. So yeah, that hasn't been too fun. So I've obviously got some antibiotics for both of those, and hopefully that is going to clear up nice and soon. Everything seemed okay in the appointment. She listened to baby's heartbeat, all was okay, she had a good feel. Baby has been kicking a lot. I think that's another thing actually, since the last update, baby does not stop wiggling in the evenings. He is so active. My partner has now felt baby above the skin, and so have I, which is really exciting. And I think they sort of say try not to like worry about movements over like completely until like 24 weeks. That's when they start to get a bit of a pattern, but I'm definitely noticing a pattern now for baby moving in evening times. So if I did ever have any concerns about like the evening, I couldn't feel him move, then I definitely would go and get checked out, probably from the doctor or the midwife. So aside from those sort of 2 appointments, I also had my 20-week anomaly scan. So this was all in the same week, so it was quite busy, but baby was a nightmare. We were there for 2 hours. I know it's like a longer appointment usually anyway. They say between like maybe like half an hour and 40 minutes. We were there 2 hours because the baby would not get in the right position. He was wiggly, but he wouldn't get in the right position that they needed to measure like the length of the spine. So I was having to, you know, do some like star jumps and walking up and down the hospital corridor, trying to have like a fizzy drink, just to do anything to try and make the baby move. Eventually he did. We managed to get all the measurements. Everything seemed absolutely fine. They were happy with everything. Placenta is still anterior, so at the front, so again, maybe why these sort of feelings I'm getting aren't as strong, but like I say, partner and me have both been feeling them on the outer side of our body, and I can physically see it moving, so the anterior placenta can't be causing that much of an issue with movements, etc. But yeah, all seems okay in the scan and like midwife front really. So I don't really know if there's actually that much more to talk about really. Obviously that's everything that has happened between maybe like 16 and 20 weeks. It has actually been quite normal. There hasn't really been too much going on, which is a good thing. But I will show you my bump, and then like I say, I will probably film another update in a couple of weeks time and let you know what's been going on. Obviously if there are any sort of big changes to appointments and things, I would obviously let you know. But let's show you the bump because it has grown quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. Okay, so as you can tell then, this is baby bump. It has grown quite substantially over the last 4 weeks or so, and I feel huge as well. And these are also now maternity clothes. So I went on to Boohoo and did like a little bit of a haul because none of my clothes were fitting me, so I really desperately needed to buy some bits. So I only bought like 4 or 5 things, but maybe I'll film like a little I don't know, maternity haul from Boohoo if you want, and just show you perhaps a couple of things that I've bought in case you guys want to buy them too, because Boohoo's so cheap as well, and I feel like it's really good quality, makes me feel good about myself, and the bump looks good in it too. So that is where I'm going to end today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as a viewer. Next target is 1,100 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed and watching, hit that button. It's free to do so, but it really does help me out. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end the video. So take care and thank you for watching. Bye bye.